Welcome to Just Upright. My name is Doc Jane Ruder. I'm a doctor of physical therapy and I'm a certified dementia practitioner. If you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for all the viewers and subscribers. So today what we're going to talk about is a very important lesson in life that therapists learn as we work in a skilled nursing facility. Okay, we can title this presentation as Burden or Blessing. Okay, so as we work in a nursing home, as a physical therapist or other occupational therapist, speech therapist, we do the evaluation. We open the medical chart of a patient. We learn why they were hospitalized. We learn about their setup in their home. Are they living alone? Do they live with family members? What were they doing before they were hospitalized? What are the things that they were able to do for themselves? And how were they functioning? So we call that chart review. And then here comes the patient interview or relative or family interview if they are present, and we get to know the patient better. We get to know if they are oriented, if they have more insight in life, what are their goals are being in the therapy, okay? Do they have the mental capacity to decide for themselves, or they are relying on their spouse or children to make the decision for them? So we see an overall picture of a patient. And my coworker, he's a semi-retired occupational therapist, and he and I were talking about, we go to this school of life. We get to learn from the mistakes of some of our patients, and we get to learn from the wisdoms of some of our patients as well. Okay, so in this environment, it is a blessing to be able to get insight about life in general. And a therapist who I was working with this morning, she and I are talking, and she said that she's gonna be moving near family, near her children when they grow older, because she knows and I know that if we want to grow older successfully, we want to be near family members, okay? So one thing that we learn in a nursing home setup is that you have to have good, healthy family support. If you don't have family members anymore, you have to have good, healthy, thriving relationship with friends, okay, or relatives. It is important to have that support as we grow older, as we grow weaker, as we are more dependent upon others to take care of ourselves and to take care of the things that we can no longer manage. As we grow weaker and older, our body is failing us. So the good support is very important. As a physical therapist, I am also a mother, and what I'm learning is that I have to build a strong alliance. What do I mean by this? A strong alliance means that I have a good relationship with my children. I have good relationship with our relatives. I have strong bond with my friends because through this support, I will thrive better as I grow older. I grow weaker. I have more needs. That means I need more support as I grow old. It is very heartbreaking to see the people in nursing home that Christmas come or their birthday come, but no one was there to visit them. Okay, I have had patients who fell and has been on the floor for hours to 3 days, some of them 5 days, some of them 8 days, simply because no one was checking up on them. They don't have any relationship outside the four walls of their home or apartment. And it is very sad, okay? And even if you go to research studies, people who have strong, healthy relationships thrive better in their older age than people who have toxic relationship, a lot of drama in the family, a lot of friction with family members, or simply isolation, that is dreadful for their health, for their well-being. Okay, so that's one thing that I would like to share with you guys. I myself is learning to be mindful of what I'm doing right now, because it will affect my future. I will not always be the one who is strong. I will not always be the one who is in charge. I will not always be the one in authority. There will come a time that this body will grow older, will grow weaker, and might get sick. Eventually, as we approach that death phase, we want to be surrounded by family members. We want to feel loved and accepted and supported, regardless of what phase we are in life. But especially during the older adult period, we need as much support as we can. So let's learn from the lessons as therapists are learning from our patients, from the residents in nursing homes, that indeed having a strong alliance, having good, healthy, thriving, strong relationships among family members and friends or church, any support group that you have, are vital in thriving, in having a successful aging, being an older adult, in order for us to really enjoy the later years of our lives. When I was teaching in the Philippines, and I will talk about, the negative effects of smoking to my students, and they will say to me, "Ma'am, if you're gonna die, you're gonna die whether you're smoking or not." And that is true. But the question is, what is the quality of your life before death? That's a good question. Are you laying in bed and being cared for by family members? You don't want to be, but you are being a burden to people around you. Or you may not have family members who can care for you. You are in a nursing home. Or at the other side of the story, you have 5-10 years left to live, but you are playing with your grandkids. You are reaching out to the community to help those people in need. You're living with a purpose. You're not confined in a wheelchair. You're moving around, you're walking around, you're smiling, you're talking to people. You feel significant still, even though you have you are in the stage of being an older adult. So whether we like it or not, it is a matter of personal responsibility. We have to make choices each and every day, and these choices affect our lives in the future. What's happening in your life when you are older adult is actually the accumulation of the decisions that you made as you grow older. Okay, the relationships that you lost or you built when you're older adult doesn't happen when you're already there. It happens along the way. We have a choice whether we're going to have a strong, loving relationship with our family, knowing that we will not always be the one in charge, we will not always be the one in control, and we will be needing help along the way. Or are we going to make a choice of being authoritative and always in charge, and not admitting our mistakes, severing the relationships among people around us who matter to us most, being isolated, not reaching out for help? Life is full of choices, and we have to make these choices. As a physical therapist or other therapists working in a skilled nursing facility or working with older adults, we see the end phase of life. We see the latter portion of life. We see how people made choices and how those choices are affecting their lives in their older age. So that's the wisdom that I would like to share with you guys, and hopefully that makes sense, and hopefully that is something that we can hold on to and inspire us to be better each day, make good choices. And with that, I will leave you with this commercial that I love so much, because it just brings home the message that I'm giving to you today.
What will your last 10 years look like? Will you be quick enough for a game of tag with your grandchild? Strong enough to embrace every moment? Will you grow old with vitality? Or get old with disease? It's time to decide.
Thank you so much. Stay blessed.